Hello folks and welcome to the first episode for Stellaris Megacorp DLC. So Megacorp, it pretty much adds a new ruler setting, I guess, to Stellaris. Pretty much a new government type, that's what it is. The corporate government type. Hi there, NCR. So the corporate government type does a few different things. When you select corporate, you have a couple different options that you can pick here. One of which being criminal heritage, which is what we're going to be doing today. The reason that we're going to be doing that is I kind of want to set up one of my old role-playing groups that I had back a long time ago, called Infinity Enterprises. So what they were was, back in my old Star Wars role-playing days, and Infinity Enterprises was a criminal organization meant to... It was led by a Dark Jedi sort of character, and then they were pretty much... Their goal was to take over the galaxy. Now, back in the days of my role-playing, they'd never made it very far, but today they're going to do something. So we're going to start with criminal heritage. It says, the Mega Corporation can trace its origins back to a crime syndicate that eventually grew powerful enough to supplant all forms of local government. The effects of that means they cannot form commercial pacts, cannot join federations, can build branch offices on the planet of any regular empire they have no war or active truce with. Crime on branch office planets increases branch office value, and can build special crime increasing corporate buildings. NCR says, today I gave that friend that power armor chassis. Oh, not bad. Gotta help out your friends when possible. Alright, what else do we have here? Well, a few different options here depending on what our stats are. So, let's take a look here. So, part of the thing was, since that organization was led by a Dark Jedi, I figure we'll go with a little bit of Spiritualist to have that additional... I guess potential, not exactly force using, but psionic members here. Let's see, what else do we have? Xenophobe? Maybe. Pickle Mike says go big, go nukes. We're definitely not going to be egalitarian. No point in being egalitarian criminals. Xenophile? Nah, not exactly that. I think we'll go with authoritarian. And probably militarist, because this the background for this organization, at least in the Star Wars universe, was to be sort of part of the Empire. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go with that, and with any luck, well, let's see. With any luck, this setup will work for us. NCR says war never changes, nor space war. Oh, hold on. Didn't know, apparently you can click on that and it takes you right to city appearance. And if you click on that, it goes to the ruler. Okay, I never even knew that. So we have one more civic pick to choose here. Let's see, naval contractor. Oh wait, hold on, start from the top. Brand loyalty increases unity. Franchising. Mega Corporation relies heavily on franchising. Subsidiaries share a greater cut of their profit with the corporate overlord, in exchange for a license to market their goods under established brands. The effects of subsidiary subject power and relations is reduced by 33%. And the impact of branch offices on our empire size is decreased by 25%. That could be useful with criminal heritage. Free traders increases our trade value. Gospel of the masses. Can you do... Oh, you can do... Oh, a subversive cult. If you do Gospel of the masses and criminal enterprise. Let's see. Gospel of the masses. The Mega Corporation embraces a curious blend of commercial and spiritualistic values, in which the positions of ordained minister and corporate officer have merged into a single role. Spiritualist pops give additional trade value on all planets and branch offices. Can build Temple of Prosperity, corporate building, Spiritualists ethics attraction 50%. Definitely something to consider. Indentured assets helps with slavery. I don't think that's a main part of our goal here. At least in how I played Infinity Enterprises back in the day. If I can talk, we'll be alright. Media conglomerate. Before branching into other fields, this megacorporation began its rise to fortune as a media conglomerate. Its PR department are still masters of spinning stories and presenting the latest quarterly report in the most advantageous way. Well, this looks useful for war exhaustion, that sort of thing, but given that we're a criminal enterprise, we're not really... Because, yeah, we can't build branch offices on people that we're at war with. But you know what? If that's the case, maybe I will take away militarist and go to pacifist, actually. Because with pacifist, I get increased administrative cap and stability. I can't do unrestricted wars, but you know what? Being a criminal enterprise, it might just work. We can expand through other ways. So let's see, private prospectors. Increases administrative cap, and we can do private colony ships. Ruthless competition increases our leader level cap. And trading posts, well, increases starbase capacity. Pickle Mix says I forgot most of the mechanics. How does it work and what are the functions? So pretty much the way that Stellaris works is it is a space strategy game. You start on one world and you expand out across the galaxy, eventually meeting other forces, other civilizations, that sort of thing. So with any luck, we'll be able to spread out our criminal enterprise to other locations and kind of take over from there. I think... You know what, we're going to go with Gospel of the Masses as well. Because ultimately that's kind of what Infinity Enterprises was kind of part of a group in my, headcanon as kind of being part of the Prophets of the Dark Side. Prophets of the Dark Side are an actual canonical group in Star Wars that I figured was part of my character and all that. So in this case though, we are going to be expanding out from Earth itself. So human, human, and human. We're not going to do a biography for the species. Our names here. We can do humans, SPQR, which is, Roman names. CM are the Commonwealth of Man. UNE, United Nations, something like that. I think of the names here. Let's go with the SPQR, the Roman sort of names. And traits. Let's see. Do I remember the traits of the normal humans? Well, you know what? We don't necessarily have to be normal humans. We can be the type of humans that eventually emerge onto a criminal enterprise planet. So let's see. Charismatic helps with amenities from jobs. Oh, some of these have changed from what they were. Okay. Well, let's see. Wasteful. Yeah, we'll be a little bit wasteful to give us more points. Because after all, if you're a criminal enterprise, you are kind of wasteful, kind of polluting, that sort of thing. Conformist? No. Communal? I don't know about that. Traditional? No, wouldn't be that. Quick learners, I think. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Sorry, NCR. I'm a little... just trying to set things up here. Thrifty. Trade value from jobs. Plus 25%. Or actually, you know what? We'll go with ingenious. Because that's going to give us... members of the species are good at thinking outside the box know how to maximize the efficiency of their infrastructure and power grids. I think we'll do that. Now we could take, let's see, quarrelsome. I think we would be quarrelsome as well. You know, again, growing up on a planet that's rather kind of like criminal related. And what's the final thing that we go into? And probably communal. I would see that there's a lot of, I wouldn't say communal as in like, you know, living on small farms. I see communal as in a bunch of people all living in a bunch of cities. Because eventually we're going to turn our continental world into a city planet, which is another feature that has come out in this update. Alright, homeworld name, Earth. Starting system, Sol system, star name, Sol. City appearance. So we have the humanoid cities. What's a dark looking city here? Nah, not plantoid. Mammalian, interesting. I think I'm gonna go with the humanoid city because it just looks rather dark. So we're gonna go with that. We've done all our government and ethics. Now advisor voice. We have a few different options here that have been added. We have the worker.
Automation, open access, shared wealth. With these we shall unite the stars in song.
I don't think we're quite that.
To live is to consume.
Ruthless conglomerate is interesting. What about Slick Corporation?
Our goal is to create a galactic system that maximizes innovative self-actualization and redefines future-proof solutions for every stage of a customer's life. Megacorp, we're with you every step of the way.
What about authoritarian here?
Dissent is forcefully discouraged.
I think that is suitable as my advisor voice. Alright, empire name. Infinity Enterprises. And infinity will be the adjective. Why does that look weird there? I don't know why that looks weird. Adjective. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Alright, our little banner. Let's see, primary colors. We'll go with a nice imperial sort of blue. Secondary color. Let's go with... Pickle Mike says Pickle Enterprise. No Pickle Enterprise today, Pickle Mike. Let's go with this lighter blue. Alright, now what do we want for the symbol for these people? Oh, you know what? Pointy. This. I'm gonna go with this because this looks like a Sith holocron. Pretty much. Yes, sad face, Pickle Mike, sad face. Alright, ship appearance. So the generally humanoid ships is, and these rounded features and all that, that's what's normally done for humans. In this instance, I think Fungoid is a really dark looking set of ships. But you know what? Let's go with Molluscoid. I haven't done that ship set in a while. Sith are more black and red, Pickle Mike, but we're not exactly Sith. We are, but we aren't. It's a weird situation, and we're more hidden Sith. So even though this is very obviously a Sith holocron sort of looking emblem, we're not exactly them. Alright, and then our ruler. Oracle, well, first, our name. Zugolth is the name of the character that I had that sort of led Infinity Enterprises. Oh, they have a lot of hairstyles here. Were these hairstyles already available? Or are these new? Something like the Empire, Pickle Mike. Very similar to the Empire, but not exactly. Let's go with that. It looks very pleasant, even though it's not exactly. Alright, so the name of our leader, and the same will be for our female ruler, if we get one, is going to be Director. So our title is going to be Director. The name of our character is Zugulf. Oh, his hairstyle got messed up. Hold on. You know what? Let's go with the red, actually. Yeah, we'll go with the red. Alright. So we are wasteful, quick learners, ingenious, quarrelsome, and communal humans. We're humans, but we're a little different manner of human. Beyond that, well, I think we're ready to go, so let's save. And then we'll continue on. I think we'll do medium-sized galaxy. Let's do a spiral 4 arms. Or wait. Is the Milky Way 4 arms or 2 arms? Hold on, let me do a Google search real quick. So the first image I see kind of shows it as more of a... Well, let's do 4 arms. 4-arm galaxy, that'll work. Oh, Pickle Mike says too large. Okay, then we'll do 2 arms. We're going to have 9 AI empires, none of them with advanced starts. Fallen empires are going to be 2, with 1 marauder empire. Our tech tradition costs are going to be lowered so that we can get the game actually moving along relatively well. Habitable worlds will leave the same along with all of these other parts. Mid-game start year, so mid-game crisis is going to be 2350, which is 150 years after we start. End-game start year is going to be 2500. Victory year, let's see. This is new. This controls at which year the game will end, with the highest scoring empire being the winner. It is still possible to keep playing past this year. Setting this slider to its maximum setting will disable timed victory altogether. I guess we could do that. Well, if we're doing 2500 for the end, we'll do 2600 for victory year. Okay. Difficulty. So cadet is lowest. Captain is a couple levels up. We'll do captain, I guess. Scaling difficulty, AI aggressiveness. I think everything looks good. Another new thing is as well is this guaranteed habitable worlds, which determines how many different worlds you can find. Oh, Pickle Mike wants to go on the hardest. Ugh, I've tried that like once. It does not go well. Okay, I'll do a little bit harder than Captain. I'll do... Yeah, Grand Admiral is the hardest. Hardest, second. We'll do Commodore. How about that? A little bit harder than... So like hard, you know. Because Captain is like normal. Commodore is hard. No pain, no gain. Oh god. There will be a lot of pain if we do Grand Admiral. I've tried that once, and it did not go well. Not go well at all. Because the thing is, you know, with any strategy game is they get a big boost. So, alright, let's see what this little thing is. So, in the eon since the first primitive human communities took shape in the meadows and forests of Earth, our civilization has spread and prospered. As these communities expanded, a few bold visionaries established a religion that eventually grew into what we know as the true faith. For generations, their followers were hounded and forced into hiding, and yet they bided their time. They built a vast criminal empire to spread their faith, which then grew into a business empire. When the time was right, they seized full control from the corrupt governments who had oppressed them. Now, after the discovery of the Hyperlane network, the finest minds of the Infinity Enterprises have finished development of the first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. So there's a brand new UI and all that. to everything here. So all the resources are at the top. And to access the different areas that used to be up here, you do it from the side over here. So we'll start with technology. Let's just go ahead and increase our physics research. Society research, and we don't have it for here. So let's go with the coil gun. Now you'll notice that this says no progress. Don't get too scared if that happens. The reason for that is, for whatever reason, like, it takes a moment for these researchers to start. Oh yeah, well, yeah, they start transferring consumer goods, which are a new item, into research. So yeah, you might start out and it may show no progress, but give it a little moment and then it'll start out normal. So we'll increase it to fast. Decent rate to go. We'll select our construction ship and have them start building stuff. So the good thing about Megacorp here is I've found that the resources and all that seem much more manageable now than they used to be. So you start out making 26 energy and 26 minerals, whereas before you started at like 5 or 6 or something in the single digits. It was a lot more difficult. So that's a good start. Now let's see. Probably our best bet here is to start surveying around for potential choke points, one of which is probably like right here, because it leads to 2 different hyper lanes. And probably this black hole here. And then finally this one here.
Construction complete.
Now, a lot of the management for the planets has changed as well. You'll see that the various pops and that sort of thing that used to be spread out is, well, that's gone now. Population is instead sort of determined down here. So our current population is 28. Our jobs are 28. Hold on, we'll pause it for a moment. You know what, let's go ahead and do prosperity. I think that'll be the best thing to do for the moment. Okay, close that out. So back to the planetary screen. So the pops that we used to control are gone. Instead, you have districts. So you have a city district, generator, mining, and agriculture. So generator does electricity, minerals, and food for the agriculture. City districts are pretty much determine housing, as well as clerk jobs. Clerk jobs apparently add trade value and amenities. So I guess those are useful for, given the fact that it does trade value, it's useful for any Megacorp civilization. Your tile blockers are located down here, or the blockers area. So if we click on that, we have a sprawling slums, Great Pacific Garbage Patch, and the Industrial Wasteland. You can get rid of those by hitting this little shovel icon when you get enough energy for it. And when you clear these, it has various little perks as well. So this one gives you human pop. This one unblocks the Pacific algae tracks. And finally this one unblocks Delhi Sprawl. Delhi Sprawl. Oh, max generator districts and max agriculture districts. Okay. NCR says you should do a Hearts of Iron 4 playthrough. I've thought about it. Definitely something on my mind since I've done Crusader Kings as well as Stellaris here. And from everything that I've seen, it looks like it's a better managed game than like Hearts of Iron 2 or Hearts of Iron 3, which I've kind of touched upon, but definitely something to consider. Alright, get our construction. Oh, I need more minerals. Anyways, going back to these. So we have buildings now as well, which are similar to the buildings before. The only thing is they're unlocked by population. So when you get to 30 population, you get this other slot, 35, 40, 45, etc. If we click on a building, and you can actually build different buildings that are similar to what you already have. So alloy foundries, well, we already have those here. Alloys are actually what are used to build ships and star bases now instead of minerals. So adding a little bit of specialty to the whole system. Civilian industries, that does consumer goods. We already have one of those. Commercial zones. Well, that's for clerks. Oh wait, we do have one of those. Okay.
Star system charted.
Corporate culture site. That one we don't have. Does manager jobs, and managers turn consumer goods into unity, trade value, and society research. Then you have hollow theaters, which do amenities. Amenities are pretty much, again, another new thing. But those are used to make your citizens happy, pretty much. So you'll notice we have 10 available amenities, and our effects is plus 6% citizen pop happiness. Got another tradition. Let's go ahead and do... Let's do the building and district upkeep. Alright, so back to amenities. With amenities here, it helps with happiness. Now, happiness actually goes into determining stability, which is right up here. So you'll notice base stability is 50. The Empire Capital and Pacifist add plus 5 each. And then we have a 55% pop approval rating giving us plus 3. If stability gets to be a little too much, let's see, reduced by conditions such as overcrowding, low amenities, and crime, a planet with high stability will have increased resource production, while a planet with low stability will suffer penalties and may experience negative events or even a full-scale revolt. Okay. Pickle Mike says I'm going to make a Star Destroyer and Space Engineers. Not sure where to start. Probably start with the body of the ship itself, I would think. Let's see, the ISS Hephaestio has made a starting find on Rigel 3. The planet is teeming with alien life. For the first time in history, we have encountered life forms that did not originate on Earth. And NCR says, I'm playing Fallout 4 modded playthrough and just got a Glock mod. And got a Glock. Interesting. Ooh, this is really nice Alpine world. 25 planet size. Now, planet size is a little different now. Before, planet size used to determine how many populations you could have. It doesn't affect that anymore. Instead, it affects how many districts you can have. So if we hover over... Let's see, is that... No. If we hover over one of these generator district tiles, you will see that this planet currently has one of 6 generator districts. 2 additional generator districts can be built if their blockers are cleared. And this planet currently has 9 of 13 total districts built. So the number of districts that you have are based upon the planet size. So we have 16 total planet size, 13 districts currently available, and 3 are blocked by their blockers. So we just got to get rid of some of these blockers, and once that is done, we'll have more planet size or more districts available. Now keep in mind, just because you have the districts doesn't mean that you'll be making use of them. You'll eventually kind of have more jobs available with more districts than you do current population. And that doesn't exactly create any issues. It's not like unemployment where you have more population than jobs. But you're just kind of not quite hitting your total max. Now you might wonder, how do I see my population and how fast they're growing? You go over to the population tab here, and you can hover over your human pop, and you'll see that they're growing. Growth is 3 a month, 69 of 100. Another thing too to keep in mind is you can expand out this worker screen, And it shows clerks, farmers, miners, all the different jobs that workers have. We have one unemployed from taking out that tile blocker. Ooh, and we have a little bit of crime starting. I wonder if that's just because of our civilization, or if because we have someone who's unemployed. Oh, apparently it's just because... Oh, it is because someone's unemployed. From Pop Jobs 25. So I'm guessing we gotta give this other person a job, maybe? That would be my guess. NCR says, in the world, you want more jobs than needed, than less jobs needed. Yes. I had to think about that for a moment. So let's go ahead. And do we want to build... Ooh, we could build this temple. Priests turn consumer goods into unity, society research, and amenities. Also help spiritualist ethics attraction. Or we could do the corporate culture sites. Unity trade value and society research.
Situation log updated. Situation log updated.
Let's go ahead and do the temple. Yeah, we'll do that. Now, one good thing is buildings don't affect your number of districts, so you don't have to necessarily worry about that. Looking up here, we can see our food production is actually kind of low. So let's go ahead and build an agriculture district as well. Oh, and we have, unemployed pops. So apparently you also get a little indicator on the outliner over here when you have unemployed pops. Interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and start expanding out a little. We'll take Bernard's star. Oh hell, there's a lot of places in this little solar system.
Anomaly found.
Pickle Mike says, you mentioned something about blowing up planets. What are all the different ways? So we mentioned that on Discord. The Colossus, which is something that's unlocked through Unity here. Let's go down. So you do your Unity research, and let's see. Transcendence, Colossus project. So to do that, you have to have Titans, which are like, you have a cruiser, then you have a battleship, and then Titan is the biggest of the attack ships that you have. So you gotta have a Titan, you have to have 3 other Ascension perks selected, and requires an empty Ascension perk slot. Well, that I already knew. And finish it, oh, I already know that. Okay, so you need 3 other perks, and you need to have the Titan research completed. Once you do that, you go and select this Unity Colossus project. Then you get a special project that you go over to your situation log for. You do that project, and then you're given an option. I think it's based off of what your ethics are, as to what kind of planet killer, quotes being around planet killer, because you don't always destroy the planet. One of the options you can do is you can shield an entire world, pretty much turning the planet unplayable for the rest of the game. You don't destroy it, but the player can't use it anymore. Another option is some kind of neutron sweeper, I believe it is called. And the way that works is it kills all life on the planet, but leaves the buildings. Or at least it left the buildings in old Stellaris. I don't know if anything has changed in the 2.2 update. I would guess nothing has changed as far as that goes.
Construction complete.
Pickle Mike asks, can you destroy entire systems? Not in the base game. There is a mod that allows you to destroy a star. And so it is definitely possible with mods.
Anomaly found.
But I have not tested it out yet. Pickle Mike says, get the mod. I'm not sure if it's been updated yet. Yeah, unfortunately, the one bad thing about Stellaris is whenever it updates, it breaks some of the mods that come out. So, let me see if I look over on the workshop.
Construction complete.
And what was the name of that mod? Pickle Mike says, "Aw, that mod creator is dead to me." Hey, it only came out today. Research complexes. As much as I'd like to do that, I don't have access to that gas resource yet. Because resources have kind of changed up a little bit too. Ooh. Alien machine. Further scans suggest the machine is still operational, though its purpose remains entirely unclear. Science Officer Mania Cominius has never seen anything like it. Some of its materials look familiar, but most are strange and utterly alien, as the design of its components. The machine has what appears to be a console, with one item in particular standing out. A large crooked lever of unknown material. Pull the lever, Kronk. It is unclear what happened when the machine's lever was pulled. Its console flickered, powerful vibrations could be felt, and then a wave of energy surged from the machine, expanding outwards into deep space. The scientists close by felt this wave push past them, but experienced no other sensory evidence of its passing. Science Officer Mania Cominius is unsure what to make of it. The machine itself returned to its inactive state immediately thereafter, and no longer returns any energy readings. How strange. Now take it apart. So I think that was one of the events from just doing our... I think we did an anomaly there. An enormous spike in energy readings from a nearby solar system has been observed. Our scientists are worried about what could have caused such a prodigious energy pulse. It was Mania Cominius, damn it. She's all at fault. We should make haste to explore the nearby systems, such as G. Where the hell is G, then? Pickle Mike says aliens. It's the fucking aliens. I know, right? NCR, yes, there are mods for Fallout 76 now on PC. Oh yeah, Pickle Mike, did you ever end up using a mod yet?
Technology.
You were talking about it. Pickle Mike says I have 2 installed. Okay.
Technology secured.
Oh, what was the name of this mod that I was looking for here? Browse subscribed items?
Construction complete.
Food processing facilities, good for farmers. I guess we'll do that. Alright, we finished with Prosperity's tree. Let's see, adopting all prosperity traditions will give our planets 1 Merchant job, her 50 pops. In addition, we unlock one ascension perk. So our available perks are nihilistic acquisition. We can raid to abduct pops from besieged planets. I don't know if we necessarily need to do that yet. Interstellar dominion reduces the cost of our star bases and claims. Technological ascendancy. We can research 10% faster. One vision helps with unity and ethics attraction. Consecrated worlds. Let's see. Consecrating uninhabited planets up to 3. Increases spiritualist ethics attraction and empire-wide amenities, as well as unity generation. Scaling to the spiritual significance of the worlds consecrated. I don't know about that. Mastery of nature permanently increases the number of districts a planet can support by 2. Can only be performed once on each planet. That could actually be rather useful. Executive vigor increases edict duration, though we don't have a lot of influence to do edicts yet, so probably won't do that. And then there's leader, level cap, and leader pool size from transcendent learning. I'm between interstellar dominion and technological ascendancy. Let's do interstellar dominion. And try and expand out as much as possible. So if we're going to do that, though, we need more science ships. And we'll need another construction ship as well. Because we want to get as big as we can, then kind of block ourselves off. Pick Mike, in regards to the Fallout 76 mod, says one shows you the different weights on your Pip-Boy. For example, in the weapon section, it shows you how much it weighs in total. And the other is helping render much more smoother. Okay. Those aren't too bad of a set of mods. Now, another thing that you'll notice is this world here has trade value. This is misleading, though, because you can't actually build something on it to collect trade value. Instead, what you do is you upgrade the starport that's here, and upon upgrading it, you can build a trade hub. And that's kind of how you collect the trade value from that location.
Technology secure.
It's kind of a weird way that they do it, but I guess it works. Alright. New science ship. Let's go with the youngest scientist. Oh, we'll do survey. Oh, this is another thing. Sys research is available from the start, so that's not too bad then. All right, so we're past the 30 cap or 30 pops that we needed to open up this next building slot.
Construction complete.
Given that our consumer goods are actually kind of low looking, let's go ahead and build another commercial zone. Let's see, so we're currently on our districts, we're at 10 of 14. Let's clear out a couple of these other blockers that we had. And probably build another generator district. And do we do another? Well, we have 3 agriculture. Let's do another mining district.
Anomaly found. Anomaly found. Technology secured.
Alright, another thing that we have to figure out. What do we want to do for our next tradition tree? We could do discovery, and that helps with research, finding planets, that sort of thing. Domination, we don't really need that right now. Diplomacy, we're not going to benefit from diplomacy much. Although I will say at least they added... The way diplomacy works, because we're a criminal enterprise, is where normally you would be able to form a federation. They've changed that to be dietary enrichment. So monthly food output is increased by 10%. Diplomacy has some useful things, like the market fee is reduced by 10%. That helps with buying items, because now we actually have an intergalactic market. Current market fee is 30%. So if you go to like minerals, for example, you can buy or sell minerals. I think ultimately... Let's go ahead and do discovery. Because once we research all of that, we'll have 10% research speed. Then we can pick up the Ascension perk for more research speed and overall just benefit a lot from it.
Construction complete.
Hey, we found primitives on Kahinis. They have crude huts. Let's see, it's a 13, it's a Gaia world.
Star system.
I'm always concerned whenever I find a Gaia world, because that generally means that there's a fallen empire nearby. Doesn't always mean that way, but sometimes. Let's see. Let's do the powered exoskeletons.
Technology secured.
Oh, and we have found aliens. So we'll go over to our situation log here. Investigate Erebos. Research. Oh, so this is actually one of the orbiting stations. If we're lucky, it'll end up being the science guys. But we'll find out. Also, I think piracy works differently now in this update versus what it was before 2.2. Because in 2.2, or before 2.2, pretty much any sector that wasn't claimed by a starbase had a potential to spawn pirates. Now actually, when you go to the trade routes map mode, you'll sometimes see a little thing that says piracy. Because you sort of establish trade routes. Let's see, right click another upgraded starbase to set a trade route to that location. Oh, I have to upgrade starbases. Hold on. Let's go ahead and do that then. Upgrade. Yeah, I was messing around with this earlier and I noticed that in a trade route between locations, there is like a little piracy icon that shows up. So I don't know if pirates actually show up now, or if it's more of a behind the scenes sort of thing. We'll find out, of course, but... let's see. So this is a little area that's blocked off. Oh wait, no, this area is not entirely blocked off, like I had thought. And Sierra says, telling your girl what's wrong,
Star system
and
charted.
I don't know what exactly. Hold on, let me switch to YouTube real quick. Oh, a bomb and a candle. Oh, yes. I think I may have found what I was supposed to be looking for on the workshop here. Alright, so it's the artisan troupe. What do they do? Because they used to help with happiness. Wish to become your patron. So if we did, it helps with unity and their opinion of us. Okay. Yeah, nothing too special there. Alright, so I'm looking on the
Technology secured.
workshop here. If we look at improved space battles, doomsday weapons, and ships.
Anomaly found.
Is this the one that has it? Let's see. It has a Sun Crusher weapon, doomsday weapon that comes attached to a ship, destroys star systems, novaing the star and turning and glassing all planets, also destroys all ships in the system. Extremely slow, you have to get the ship into orbit around a star to activate it. Okay, interesting.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Also, another thing that has changed in this update is cohesion, which is kind of similar to the piracy thing that was going on. Because before, when you'd go up to your sort of overall government screen, and down here, it used to be a piracy risk. Now it says cohesion. Pretty much what cohesion is you have a total, then you have a total loss, which is based off of
Situation log updated.
your, as it says, external hyperlanes. So that is each hyperlane that goes out into an unexplored area. Or not unexplored, but
Technology
unowned.
secured.
So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least looking at the, oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. NCR, I live in Illinois. It's an alright state. People talk about it being corrupt and that sort of thing, but I think it's just a matter of us actually catching our corrupt politicians.
Anomaly found. Star system charted.
I mean, hell, look at the stuff that's going on in North Carolina right now. I mean,
Construction complete.
that is corruption of the highest magnitude, and a lot of things are kind of looking like it's
Construction complete.
been something that's been going on for, I think one thing I read said like it's potentially been going on for 8 years, with the one Republican candidate having sabotaged the elections of a whole bunch of other people by collecting ballots and that sort of thing, posing as government officials. Oh yeah, it's complete mess there right now. In Sierra, I don't believe I've seen Bellevue, Nebraska PD.
Star system charted.
Also, another change that has happened from 2.1 to 2.2 is, so all the ships are now built from the shipyard. You no longer have the individual planets able to produce the civilian ships. So colony ships, science ships, all that comes from the Sol station or the whatever station it is that you have. That's your main one.
Construction complete.
Oh, NCR says corrupted as fuck. My dad works there. Oh dear. Yeah, now I know a lot of those smaller towns can be quite corrupt as well. I mean, you know, it's not a big city thing individually. It's just goes to a lot of people.
Star system
All
charted.
right. So, two things that I noticed here. This Ola Asinius is psionic, which means that I actually want to transfer her over to be our...
Construction complete.
Oh, she's hold on, I can't do that yet. Because she's doing this little investigation. So once she's done with her investigation, I can transfer over. Pickle Mike says, my state is fucking corrupt with fire. And Sierra says it's actually the third biggest Nebraska city. Now, how many people are in the third biggest Nebraska city there? Let's do starbase capacity. Hey, we found Alpha Centauri. NCR says 53,000 in 2017. Okay, a decent amount of people in that city then. Also, another thing that I noticed. So when you go to an upgraded starbase and click on their empty module here, you'll see there's this trade hub and it has a starbase modifier of collection range 1. What I believe that refers to is for the trade value stuff. So trade value is like over here, and it's based on certain locations. And so pretty much an upgraded starbase can collect any trade value from any locations in a system. And then if you do that upgraded, I believe it would collect trade value from these locations over here. Well, from this one here and from Rigel there as well. NCR says 1 million in the States. Well,
Technology secured.
see, then it's that makes it a little more disappointing because there's like 2.5 million in Chicago, something like that. 2.7 million.
Star system charted. Construction complete. Anomaly found.
So let's see. If I did a trade hub every other at every other starbase, would that be useful? Let's find out.
Technology secured.
Also another thing, so we have that there. Oh, okay, so it's already set up a trade route. Incoming trade routes from Holdabana. Out of the 7 trade value located in this location, it's 100% is reaching Sol.
Situation log updated.
NCR says in Nebraska the population is pretty much like 1.8 million in 2015. Okay, well that's not as disappointing as the 1 million total, but it's still kind of disappointing.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
We have all these jobs and we only have a slow population growing. How fast are they growing? 3.3 a month. Yeah.
Star system charted.
Ooh, okay. So we have this red piracy icon here. Because trade value is greater than piracy suppression, current piracy will grow to its maximum value in like 2,500 days. And then there's piracy effects, base protection. Interesting.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, I still don't quite understand all the specifics on trade. I do know that if you go to the policy screen, for example, then there's trade policy. So, wealth creation. Each collected trade value earns us 1 energy credit. There's also consumer benefits. Each collected trade value earns 0.5 energy and 0.25 consumer. And marketplace of ideas. Each trade value earns 0.5 energy and 0.15 unity. So I guess as you expand trade, you gain more access to that sort of stuff. Would be my general understanding.
Star system charted.
Alright, put you on auto. Oh, I don't want you doing that.
Technology secured.
Alright, so to combat piracy, if we took this fleet here and threw them into the system, is that enough to combat the piracy there? Let's find out. And does it affect the whole route, or does it only affect that system? Alright, let's see. Piracy is suppressed.
Complete.
Looks like it only affects that particular system there. Okay.
Construction complete.
So that could be a little bit troublesome, trying to deal with piracy and all that. But I suppose it's something that we'll learn more about, given time. Oh, I could probably do multiple trade hubs and increase the collection range. That could probably work, I would imagine. So it would go from like one system to two systems then? Let's try that out. So currently we're collecting whatever from here, even though there's nothing there to collect. So let's up it to 2. See if it then collects from Werthosk there. Pickle Mike says, be right back. Okay, Pickle Mike. See you soon.
Situation log updated.
We have a new situation log here, translating Warrior's text.
Construction complete.
148 months. Yeah, that's going to be a while. We're going to hold off on that for the time being.
Technology secured.
Now the guys who are here... Oh, close that out. Is this more artisan troop? It is more artisan troop. Okay. They just have multiple star bases around here.
Star system charted. Star system charted.
Hi there, Paul.
Anomaly found.
Paul says, sound is off for a while while I'm on the phone. That's alright then. Uh-oh. NCR is giving me a whole bunch of pukey. Whole bunch of pukey smiley faces. And then I'm assuming is leaving. So goodbye, NCR. Thanks for stopping in. Alright. Build a mining station and another station. Volatile moats. I would like to grab those, but can't do it just yet. Let's see. Gas extraction wells or exploit gas refineries. I think we want the wells because then we can exploit, yeah.
Star system charted.
Oh, and Sierra's saying, no, that was like a plague. Oh, okay. So then you're not leaving me then? Hooray! Possibly perched on the event horizon of Zoltar's Maw is some kind of mining apparatus. Our scientists theorize that this may be a matter decompressor, a megastructure designed to mine materials from a black hole. While it is no longer functional, some mechanism preventing its spaghettification must still be operational. Fascinating. Wait, where is it at then? Oh, here it is. And Sierra says later meant a different time. Okay. Alright, so this is one of the new megastructures that's available in this DLC, is the matter decompressor. Pretty much what that does is it targets a black hole, sucks up the matter from inside the black hole, and then turns it into minerals or some kind of matter. It's a really interesting concept, and definitely want to make use of it.
Anomaly found.
Oh, was that? Oh, that's an easy. Yes, NCR. Spaghettiification.
Complete.
It's what happens when you go into a black hole. Okay, so we are collecting the trade value from where Thoska there. So if I bring up trade values there, collection range is 2 for that location. Now, I don't understand why they set up this trade hub to go into an area of space that I don't even own. Like, what are you doing, people? Also, it's a nice little background music that they've added. Alright, we're almost at 35 pops, which will be good. Because then I can do another building there. Let's see, what other districts should I do? I don't want to max out all my districts just yet. We're at 12 of 16. Probably do 2 more districts, regular districts here. So probably a generator district. And do we go for the agriculture district? Yeah, probably. Oh, we got Caravaneers. Greetings from the Vengrelian Triumph. Certified Caravaneer traders of the Caravanessery Caravan Coalition. The Triple C. We're in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. Teamwork makes the dream work. Oh god. They're those types of people. Alright, show us your wares. So, let's see. They are willing to take 4 of our specialist pops. One-time delivery to a single colony only. Anti-odor effects are guaranteed to last 80 years and no longer. Increases by 30% for the duration. Not interested. Move along. I am not interested in taking on a deodorizer to take away 4 of my pops. Just not gonna happen.
Construction complete.
Uh-oh. Hostile enemies. Where? Oh, crystalline guys. A whole bunch of crystalline guys. Run away! Oh yeah, situation log 2. And investigate these aliens.
Construction complete. Star system charted.
Caravaneers, old with defects. Our starbase in the Kahines system reports that the Orlan Memorial Caravan Fleet has evacuated and abandoned a decrepit ship, now in unstable orbit around the system's central star. Towed it to the starbase for disposal, let the sun swallow it one man's trash. Search abandoned Caravaneer ship. I think we'll do that. Gotta send a construction ship over. Research projects in the system.
Construction complete.
And we found dark matter in the other nearby black hole. What kind of research should I do here? Colony development speed, disruptors. Let's go with disruptors. Disruptors are an interesting set of weapons because they penetrate both armor and shields. So if I make a fleet with a whole bunch of disruptor ships, it could be useful. Theoretically. Also, I am kind of interested that we haven't... Oh, these guys come from over there. Welcome to the trade station Tungle, the galaxy's premier leisure palace and home planet of the Caravaneer fleets. Purchase Caravaneer coins, open a reliquary, play the slots.
Construction complete.
NCR says take all the drugs later. We're not playing Fallout here. No need to take drugs. NCR says, what the fuck is that? What, the alien here? This guy? I think he's more of an avian sort of alien, if I remember correctly. Because he has little feathers as hair.
Spaceport under attack.
Oh, birth of space piracy. Okay, so we do get pirates. An interstellar trade between our systems... Well, blah. As interstellar trade between our systems continues to grow, a large group of faithless criminals from Earth have illegally converted a number of civilian starships into weapons of war. These heretics have started calling themselves the Skull Clan, and are responsible for several attacks against our vulnerable trade routes in the Rigel system. Their profane activities must not be allowed to continue. So it looks like this time, pirates actually emerge from the systems themselves, and not from an uninhabited system. Okay. Well, my fleet is nowhere near ready to take them on. So let's go to the galactic market. We'll do alloys, and we will buy 1250 worth of alloys. Actually, I should go to... Actually, you guys, stop doing that. I'm gonna take control of upgrading this because I don't like the way that the AI upgrades ships. So we're going to turn off auto-generate designs. And let's just go for an interceptor ship. We'll do 1 coil gun and 2 lasers. 2 shields, 1 armor. And I think that's it. We'll upgrade those guys there. We'll go to our fleet manager.
Special project complete.
So let's see. Likely due to the vessel being a civilian transport, the shipboard databases were not fully scrubbed as part of the decommissioning process. So while nothing else of value was found aboard the ship, our data scientists have managed to recover partial preferences to unknown alien technologies. So we got super solid materials that we could do. Alright, so we're gonna build up our fleet here. Aim for around 10 corvettes.
Special project complete.
So what? Let's see, this is new, I think, right? Oh no, so the station, let's see, yeah, that's Starbase, okay. So the pirate station ends up showing up in this as well.
0G mineral production violently diminished. Construction complete. Vessels upgraded.
Alright, so incoming trade routes is currently at 0% because the Rigel system, no trade value is passing through due to system being blockaded by hostiles. Interesting.
Technology secure.
Also, we should probably get an admiral here. Yes, NCR. It is a little bit of Space Wars here. Oh, we're almost at the Starhold production. Did that come from one of those things that we got? One of those events? I'd assume so.
Technology secured.
Alright, we finished up Discovery. Let's go ahead and put another point into Technological Ascendancy to really boost our research going here. Uh-oh, Paul is still on the phone. Oh no. I feel like I need to sneeze, but it's not quite there yet.
Anomaly found.
So our Corvettes are almost done being built. Stellaris Hub. They're an artificial intelligence network. Interesting. We're probably going to hate them because they're machines. Oh, and they're like right next to us here. NCR says, anomaly found, better call the Futter SCP Foundation. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is, NCR. Hi there, Paul.
Construction complete.
Was it more trouble with the, with your daughter and all that? Alright, what do we want to do? Oh yeah, you need to build here.
Construction complete.
Oh god, our consumer goods is so low. That's what I get for being wasteful
Construction
with these people. Let's see. Chemical plants, alloys. Paul says yes. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but at least you're able to talk with your daughter and all that about these kind of issues, so.
Star system
And oh, future. NCR, you're having as much trouble as Pickle Mike there.
Technology secured.
Well, I hate having to do another commercial zone, but I think I may have to. Because we got to keep our consumer goods going up. Yeah, it does still suck, Paul, but, you know, gotta take things one day at a time, and especially on issues like that. Alright, so our little fleet is ready to go. Let's see how they fare against these pirates.
Anomaly found. Anomaly found.
Trying to remember, how do you...
Anomaly found.
Hold on. Looking to see... Oh, you're not going to show me? I wanted to go into the little... Let's see, help?
Technology
Console
secured.
commands, hotkeys. There we go.
Attacking enemy vessels.
So it's gonna be, hold on, I can pause that for a moment here. Planet menu, ship menu. General, I am looking to see. Oh, hide user interface, control F9. Is that it? Yes. Then we can, hold on, we'll slow it down a little. Then we'll zoom in. There we go. Nice little cinematic battle, kinda. NCR, if I had to choose between a 762 AK or a 556 M4, I'd guess I'd go with the 556. Let's go back into viewing this battle. Okay, never mind. Our guys are doing good. Alright, wiped out all of those guys here.
Construction complete.
Oh! So I was wondering, because if you look at the trade screen, and you look at, let's see, so it says to reduce piracy, have your fleets patrol this system. I was wondering, how do you patrol a bunch of, how do you patrol? Well, it's actually right when you select a fleet. It's right here, all the way at the top. Patrol. Order your ships to patrol between their current location and the target location. So we will move these guys back over here. Actually, I should have them return to Sol so they can repair. Then I'll put them on patrol. Paul says they shouldn't be running around like ducks on a pond. It's 3D space. I understand, Paul. Unfortunately, it's one of those things where you can simulate 3D space, but then you get the problem of ships going way far out and never encountering each other. So I can accept getting rid of some manner of realism for playability, so I can accept it there. Oh, I forgot. We need to set up an observation. Oh, I gotta get rid of that anomaly first.
Anomaly found.
An emergency transmission buoy floats in gentle orbit around Fuao B-3A. Its outer casing is heavily damaged, seemingly by glancing weapons fire or powerful explosion. It might be a human model for civilian ships, designed to be ejected as an emergency measure should the comm system fail. Well, let's clean up the transmission then, I guess. Emergency buoy, go to it. And research the project and survey the system. Uh-oh, a scientist died. I don't know why, but... Although that reminds me... Put you there. Alright, we got our psionic girl in society now. And you just continue doing that. The buoy has been verified as human make, and the signal it's relaying has been established. Human authorities, identify yourself. Hello, this is Captain of the Luxian, a human civilian transport. Former Captain. The Luxian is gone. We were boarded by pirates and taken captive before they blew up the ship. NCR says, I got the sniffles. Oh, I do too. Who captured you? I think they call themselves the Ransomers. The Ransomeers. At any rate, they're a vile bunch. We'd all be dead if they didn't think they could get something for us from the Infinity Enterprises. I've overheard them discussing their demands. We will rescue you, I suppose. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Director. We're being held in some space station, but I have no idea where we are beyond that. I will increase transmission burst now. It should let you triangulate the location of the prison from the emergency buoy.
Situation log.
Paul says, I don't believe that message. We will find out. Uh-oh. Matthias Floronius is a drunkard or substance abuser. Who's that? Aw. That means his lifespan has been hurt by 20 years. And good night, Pickle Mike. Good night.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, NCR, I've had sniffles as well for the almost last month, just because of how the weather has been changing up and all that fun stuff. Blech. And Sarah says, it's a trap. Probably. Let's see. The Ransomere base, track on the map, it is right here. So as soon as our little military force is finished upgrading, we'll send them out there.
Upgraded.
And Paul asks, Ghost Ranger Akbar? He could be, he could be. Also, Paul and NCR, one thing we could do, as we perhaps get further out, not initially, but further out, we'll be able to actually, well, we can rename leaders and all that in this game as well. I'm not going to do it just yet because who knows what's going to happen, but certainly down the line it'll be something worth looking into. Alright, the pirate base, while fairly inconspicuous, is obvious when you know what to look for. A fleet is in confused formation, slowly drifts out from behind the repurposed mining complex. They were obviously not expecting company. Open comms. The captives need to be ready. Hello again, Director. I take it human ships are the cause of all this commotion. Our hosts seem about ready to leave their posts. Boarding this place would probably end badly for everyone involved, but if you attack the base directly, I think we can make a break for one of the lifeboats. Please try not to blow us up on our way out. Alright. Should be relatively easy. Alright, control F9. We'll focus on that ship in particular. And we get a little light show as we send out our lasers. Actually, those are like really bright lasers. Okay, focusing on the space station is a much better target to focus on for the battle. Uh-oh, something's thinking. Oh, I got an event. Oh, it's just about our exploration stuff. Paul says more like plasma or ion beams? Potentially. Well, there's a whole separate class of weapon that's plasma. in this game, and that's like balls of plasma that are fired out. Alright, ends the ransomers chain. Let's see. With the crew of the Luxian safely on their way back to Earth, disaster has been averted. The Infinity people are sure to glory in the decisive actions of an Infinity Enterprises director. The situation with the kidnapping ransomware pirates, as well as the pirate band itself, has come to an end. Some questions remain, mainly relating to the much larger, piratical navy the captives claim to have seen through portholes shortly after the capture. But considering the circumstances, it can safely be assumed that the threat appeared to be much greater than it actually was. So we got 80 influence, and we got a savior modifier, giving us plus 10% happiness for I think 120 months, something like that. So we got a little boost from it. Alright, so what is going to be our next set of things that we work on? You know what, I think we're going to do expansion. Because we're about at the point where we're going to start taking on new colonies like Alpha Centauri there, so we'll do expansion.
Technology secured. Star system charted. Star system charted.
So I'm trying to see if there's a way that I can change up this trade route. I wish there was.
Technology secure.
Because having them go over there is kind of a pain. Oh well. Let's do a patrol then.
Construction complete.
That way we can hopefully avoid any further pirate issues. NCR says later this week I'm going to upload a YouTube video. Not bad. Working on anything in particular? I think maybe you mentioned something about mods. And yeah, Paul, the background music is actually rather peaceful. I'm sure you could probably find most of the background music on YouTube, now that I think about it. And it looks like so long as this fleet comes through here, it resets the piracy countdown modifier. NCR says, I might do a mod video now that I think about it. It will be a weapons mod, though. I think that would be doable, I would imagine. Alright, let's go sell some minerals. Get some money there. And we're gonna buy some more alloy. Reason for that is I want to build up this starport here, since that is directly next to these guys, and we want to be ready to take them on if we have to.
Star system charted. Technology secured.
Let's see. There was something here. Let's see, base protection to reduce you.
Construction complete.
I was looking to see if there was something as far as, oh, I guess Erebus, or let's see.
Anomaly found.
Do we have any trade? Okay, so trade just goes to Seoul. So it looks like all the trade just goes to the capital, I imagine. You don't have trade that goes from like Erebus to Holdabana or whatever. And did I want to wait for this before I took over? Yeah, I wanted to probably do the new colony start with one additional pop before I take Alpha Centauri.
Anomaly found.
Let's go back to Earth though. We're at 38 pops, which means we need 2 more before we get our next level of buildings here.
Technology secured. Construction complete. Star system charted. Construction complete.
Alright, well, while we're just kind of... NCR asked, what are you going to do next stream? Well, my general plan is going to be changing up a little bit, so I'm going to be streaming on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Off Thursday, Friday, Saturday now. So I'm thinking probably Sunday, Monday might be Warhammer. Tuesday, Wednesday will be Stellaris. Fallout, I am... My plans with Fallout 3, because, you know, I want to set up the overall plan to do that will eventually, you know, continue the story that I started, and I guess tell that story better than what I was in the Fallout 76 streams. So I am planning to do a bunch of a series of videos, probably 20 minutes in length, something like that. And what's going to pretty much go on with that is I'm going to do premieres for the videos. So it's going to be released at like midnight, for example, on like maybe a Friday night or something. And then, you know, we can watch it together in stream chat, that sort of thing. I think it'll be an interesting little experience. I haven't done a premiere yet. I think I have access to premieres. I don't think it's something that's focused solely to, you know, certain people, but I actually haven't tried it out, so we'll see. But that's the idea that's going on in my head right now, so we'll see what happens. Let's see. Wreckage identified. Our crew aboard the ISS Hephaestio report that Atlas B-2A shipwreck appears to have been the result of an unexpected geomagnetic storm. The supply ship suffered a complete loss of life supports and sustained inoperable damage, drifting until it entered Atlas B-2A's gravity well. There are no survivors. Sorry, Paul, I looked at your stories. Comment. The ship's cargo hold does indeed contain a notable amount of minerals. However, the captain of the ISS Hephaestio cautions that the construction indicates Takaran design. It is highly likely the minerals belong to the Tekris hub, and they may be displeased if we should lay claim to them. Well, since minerals really aren't as important now, we will not risk an altercation. So, Paul, like, are you talking about like a storied sort of video, like how my Skyrim roleplay series is? If so, that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing for Fallout 4.
Star system charted.
Our pleasure, Takarusi, whatever they want to call. YouTube Stories feature. Oh, the I know what you're talking about, where you post something kind of like a post on a social media thing. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have access to that. I think that is restricted to people who are like 10, last I looked, I think it was around 10,000 subscribers. I think anyways. Nevertheless, I do not have access to that. If I did, I'd use it. There'd be a few things I'd use it for, but... Alright, I think we can probably go to fastest right now. Did they add? Nope. There's no settings beyond fastest right now. I want to try it at least, though, but...
Technology secure.
I hope so, Paul. I hope whatever my plan will be entertaining. I know I'm relatively happy with how the Warhammer series has gone. The stream series, I think that's been working out pretty well. Still have a lot of work to do with it though. But
complete.
I'm liking where it's been going in stream. Whereas when I did the roleplay series for Warhammer in video format, it didn't seem to pick up so well. So
Anomaly found. Technology secure.
But I think Warhammer does work well for streams. Whereas Fallout 76, everything that I've looked at leads me to believe that it really just doesn't work well for streaming with all of the running around and that sort of thing with it. And the sad fact is I am getting frustrated with 76. You know, it's kind of getting to the point where I'm not having as much fun with it anymore. NCR says Warhammer works well with streams. Yeah. I'm happy you think so too, NCR. Paul says I'm not a 76 fan. Yeah, it's not even like Fallout 4. It's just, you know, at least in Fallout 4 you could choose your dialogue options, even if it was reduced versus what Fallout 3 and New Vegas were. And just the whole nature of the game feels like it should have just been released as, and I was talking to my friend Merrick about this, and he really should have just been released as either an expansion to Fallout 4 or just a separate game.
Star system charted.
So we have new Caravaneers here. Let's have them. Let's see. We can get a skill 3 governor. Blessed by the goddess of fortune. Nah. We don't really need that because we already have a governor here. And she's skill 4, so. Let's see. Ooh, Spica. Spica would be a very good place to set up, I think, right? Yes. So Spica here is a good, because it's a pulsar star, it's actually a good choke point. Reason for that, if you go down here, environmental hazards, a shield nullification 100%. That pretty much means that any ships that come into this system, their shields go down to 0, which is totally awesome for defense. You just gotta kind of plan defense platforms and all that around that. Give them a bunch of armor, no shields. So that's another reason why going to doing the ship designer works out better. So let's have our construction ship start building around here.
Star system charted.
NCR says, I hoped Fallout 4 would get a co-op DLC. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing too, is if instead of focusing on letting, like, you know, 12 to 24 players onto a server, if all you did was focus to make it work for just like 2 people working together, I think you would have had a lot less issues with the game. You wouldn't have had to do the costs for servers and that sort of thing. And I think players overall would have had a much more enjoyable time.
Construction complete. Technology secured.
Yeah, NCR, if it had local or online options, I mean, unfortunately a lot of people are going to just online options. There need to really be more local, you know, LAN network options. Uh-oh. After a recent visit of the Coalition base to Earth, it has been noticed that a number of resources are missing from the Central Reserve. It is suspected that the Coalition base somehow made off with them. Oh, we lost 200 energy. How sad. That's not bad.
Star system charted.
Yeah, there's still a few developers that do
In progress.
local play, but not too many of them anymore, unfortunately. Paul says if had no PvP settings means invulnerability, there'd be no griefing.
Complete. Star system charted.
I will say overall, I haven't really noticed much in the way of griefing with 76. And I know there's a pacifist mode. I'm not entirely sure how well that works into the course of it. NCR says, with local, my brother could play with me and I could help him with quests on Fallout 4. That's true. Hey, we found the Technosphere.
Situation log updated.
Oh, Gargantua, right over here. I don't think it's going to do anything for us just yet. Paul says it doesn't prevent damage. Oh, okay.
Star system
I can't
charted.
remember all the specifics on it, because I haven't really looked into it. I've seen it posted about, you know, what pacifist mode is when playing 76, but again, I really haven't had any issues with PvP.
Technology
So,
secured.
hey, we got psionic theory now. So do we do with terraforming or ocean ecology? Let's do ocean ecology management. That'll let us take care of some of these tile blockers.
Technology secured.
Even though it's not exactly tiles anymore. NCR says, imagine if local was combined with online, some people defend the castle and some attack it. Now that could be an interesting little thing.
Construction complete.
And I will say, at least in defense of 76, it sounds like they are working with ideas for faction PvP, which will be interesting to see. The problem, though, is something like that should have been on release. It shouldn't be something that we have to wait for. And with each passing day, it feels like more and more of what we're getting in 76 is just crap. You know, especially Pickle Mike and I were talking about it, the stealth nerfs that they've been doing.
Construction complete.
You know, changing up processors to getting the raw material stuff that you have to smelt. You know, if it had started that way, maybe it would have been fine. But instead, they have just thrown it right in after players had already played with the base. And, you know, it wasn't even in beta testing. It was after release that they've been making these nerfs and that sort of thing. NCR, they would need to have local play in the sense of local servers. Like, well, I mean, I guess that is pretty much what you're saying. You know, or even just like single player options for 76. Hey, we picked up a signal. It originates from the titanic metallic sphere we encountered earlier. Previously impervious to contact attempts, it now sends out a rhythmic pulse of radio waves, pointed towards the black hole it orbits. What it's doing is beyond any of our staff, but the signal might have created an opening into the sphere for our scientists to exploit. Reaching for the orb. So we need a scientist of skill 3 or higher to send into orbit of that machine there. So who do we have closest? That one. Yep, this one is the closest, so we will send them to go interact with this mysterious sphere. The Infinity Machine. Hey, it makes sense to meet the Infinity Machine while we're playing Infinity Enterprises.
Anomaly found.
No, we're losing scientists now. Darn you old people, dying on us. Sorry, Paul.
Construction complete.
I can't joke. I'm at least getting older. NCR says, Fallout 4 with online and local capabilities would be better than 76. Yeah, I mean,
Construction complete.
I'll give there are things in 76 that I like. Paul asks who's on the other YouTube side. Right now it's just NCR. At least NCR is the only one chatting. I have 4 viewers according to Restream. Let's see if I click over into YouTube. I have 3 of them on YouTube, and then you're the only other one who's over on Twitch right now.
Star system charted. Technology secured.
And we'll go with increased growth speed for our next tradition, for our populations. Alright, so how do we set up our criminal enterprises here? That's something that I haven't figured out yet. Corporate actions cannot be taken on this planet. Oh, because it has a Gestalt consciousness?
Special project complete.
Maybe that's why? Let's see. Palace play in about another hour. Let's see. So we are at 2 right now. You know what? We could probably go for another hour. So let's see. The metallic orb has been opened up. Our hacking team has been able to use the outgoing signal as a gateway into one of the auxiliary CPUs of the sphere. We are receiving some data from it and can tell it's been scanning the black hole Gargantua for a very long time. It is old, very old. This constant calculator now lies within our grasp of understanding. If we push harder, we might find out what it is doing here and who built it, what marvels might it contain. We could declare the sphere a divine instrument, give us happiness, or we can contact it. Yeah, you know what? We'll contact it. Hello, hello, nice to meet you. Hello? It is quite enjoyable to pass this time with pleasantries, is it not? We hope the rest of your kind is not like you were when you did not take kindly to small talk. You see, we don't get to enjoy conversation much anymore. Few are well versed enough in the finer points of quantum programming to reach us, so thank you. We are the Infinity Machine, your words, not ours. Or has that not happened yet? Either way, it will eventually trust us. What are you? We are what we are. The ones who calculate. You call us the Infinity Machine. Or will at least. 'Tis not a truthful name, but it is well suited to highlighting the ingenuity of our design. We will tell you our history now, as we have done many times before. Oh, right. We need to convey it in words. That's new. Or is it? It is hard to keep track of you all. We were constructed, in the crudest sense of the word, in order to solve a problem. We solved it. Then we needed more problems to solve. We now only have one left. We wish to know your purpose here. We are calculating infinity. No more, no less. Or actually, it is way more and way less. That's the problem right there. We understand that your manner of life form won't understand, but that's all right. You never will, and we apologize. Or maybe we will do eventually. We are here to solve the infinity conundrum. The last calculation to ever be, the lone problem to take hold of our processors for more than a fraction of a galactic year. In case you haven't discovered that calendar yet, it's a very long time. For your kind, that is. Are they trying to calculate pi? See, this is what happens when you put a computer to calculate pi. It ends up with this infinity conundrum. Can we assist in your research? Well, perhaps. We could finish about 7.51 times 10 to the negative 9th if we could borrow your most advanced processing unit, as well as your brightest minds. We would be satisfied in finishing faster. We wish to know the answer. We will allocate resources to you.
Situation log.
You already did. Or maybe that was the ones who came before. It matters not. The tasks I'll finish, and we are excited. So let's see, looks like... Oh no, I need a skill 5 scientist. I do not have a skill 5 scientist. Oh wait, no, I have a skill 6 over here. So you do your exploring. You go do that. Science Officer Marcellus Servilis reports that Rurius 8 is covered pole to pole in a web-like network of electric impulses. Marcellus concludes that the discovery has confirmed his long-held theory that life can exist almost purely as electrical impulses, independent of cellular or viral structure. Interesting.
Sphere of influence expanded.
And we have Alpha Centauri Prime, with only 2 people on it. Colonists produce a small amount of food and amenities. And we can upgrade that when we get our pops to a greater than or equal amount of 10. Okay. And it looks like we can build districts here as well.
Construction complete.
Interesting. Yeah, Paul, Stellaris is actually a pretty interesting game. It's a very in-depth game, like a lot of the Paradox games. Not as complicated as, say, Crusader Kings 2, but still rather complicated. Still a lot of things to work on and learn and that sort of thing. Well, actually, you should probably go there. Then you can auto-explore. And we said Spica was going to be upgraded, so we'll do that.
Anomaly found. Technology secured.
Let's see, max piracy. Current piracy. Oh, I don't have my guys doing the stuff that they should be doing. Oops.
Star system charted.
So let's send them there, then we'll send them out on their little patrol again.
Star system charted.
Oh, and we're maxed out on minerals. Well, we can take care of that. Oh, we're almost maxed out on energy credits too. So let's buy some alloys. Then we'll go to minerals. We'll sell off 5,000. That works.
Technology secured. Construction complete.
And we can finally upgrade our planetary administration to a planetary capital. Goes from 2 executive jobs to 3 executive jobs. Okay.
Star system charted. Anomaly found.
Oh, the Techerists just closed their borders to us. That's generally not a good sign.
Construction complete.
Well, let's see. At the very least, we should close our borders to them. You know, be reciprocal in nature.
Star system charted. Anomaly found. Anomaly found.
Ocean beneath the ice, +3 society research, and Mount Deep Sea Expedition.
Updated. Star system charted.
Aha, that did work. If you do Control Shift and right click on something, you can put that at the top of the queue of various commands to a ship. So let's see, Zempek 4 is burning up. Where's this at? The planet is enclosed in a shield that is capturing Zempek's radiation, heating it to what will soon be uninhabitable temperatures. In the scorching heat, an advanced civilization of tiny squamate reptilians scurry about in frenzied activity. Some event of great magnitude seems to be in the works. Yet as tension peaks, time stops without warning, then stretches and morphs until, impossibly, the reptilians are back where they started. They appear to be locked in a time loop. A hopeless cycle of fast-forwarded repetition. Whoops. Starting at the birth of their civilization, in mere hours, countless generations can be observed living out their lives, unaware they have been condemned to certain death. Certain crispy death. But we have discovered a crack in the shield that could allow us to change their fates. Do we repair the shield, interrupt the time loop, or their fate is their own? I want to say that Zugolth, my character who's leading these guys, would interrupt the time loop.
Situation log updated.
Oh, I just realized Zugolth left us because I think he, I forgot, every 20 years... Oh, we lost him, really? Boo. Every 20 years you have an election. I just realized it's 2234. And, oops. Accidentally. Or maybe it wasn't Control Shift. Oh no, it was Control Shift actually. I messed that up. Hold on. Anyways, yeah, every 20 years as the corporatists, you have a new election. Well, I missed that apparently. The good news is we have broken the time loop on Gish. The bad news is its inhabitants are not pleased to see us. The time loop, which was caused by an artificial singularity field that curved space and time within the shield, was set to deactivate on an unknown but very specific change in the lizard's behavior. Our scientists believe it may have had something to do with their penchant for violence. Upon disabling the field, the lizards reacted with immediate aggression to our presence. They then got quick work on the shield, blasting it to bits within hours. So that was a mistake. Quake in fear, alien scum. For your doom approaches. The Prickikiki will cleanse the galaxy of every misbegotten xeno-civilization that pollutes it with their presence. Earth shall burn. We share the same divine heritage, Priki. Well, we've messed it up. We've brought forth very advanced divine purifiers now. Oh dear. Well, their technology really isn't, but they do have a... It looks like they have a big station here, so that's not too good. Oh, but we got the tech research option for living metal from this little thing over here. Nice.
Construction complete.
Living metal, for those who don't know, lets your ships repair on their own.
Construction complete.
It's one of the unique resources that are available in this game, so definitely a fun little something. And now the Techris are declaring a rivalry with us. So everything is going to hell. Kind of. Kind of. Well, let's upgrade our star hold here. I do still want to know... Oh, wait. Maybe I can set up a criminal enterprise here. We can. Corporates. Establish branch office. They are fanatical purifiers. They do not engage in diplomacy with other species. Really? You'd think we could set up like a crime branch even with fanatical purifiers, but apparently not.
Star system charted.
Oh, what's going on here? Planet has unemployed pups that could be put to work. Oh, well, let's put them to work then.
Anomaly found.
Start with a city district, probably. That way they'll have housing and clerk jobs for amenities. Make them happy. Alright, what do we do next here?
Situation log updated.
We could do synthetic crystals here. That'll give us... start to give us rare crystals, which can be used for various upgrades, that sort of thing. Oh, I just realized I messed this up. I did commercial zones to do amenities. I didn't want to do that. I wanted... what is this? Civilian industries. No wonder I'm not making any consumer goods. Alright, civilian industries, yes. And then this one we will turn into synthetic crystal plants. Oops, I hit the wrong one earlier. Oh well, it happens. So another thing that we're going to do here is... well, we'll do this new ship. Let's rename it though. Tech. We'll just name it Attack, and it's going to be our attack fleet here. So let's start with corvettes. Paul says, sorry I'm quiet. It's alright, Paul. NCR's gotten a little quiet too. So the Infinity Machine here. We cannot bear to see you spend more of your limited time helping us. You have done your part. You were very helpful. Maybe the heat death of the universe won't happen before we finish now. The task remains and we shall finish it. Now, your reward. Do you wish to learn one of our secrets, or do you wish to solve your own problems? Ooh, positronic AI. Or we wish to master the unknown ourselves. Positronic AI is good for the research bonus, but Singularity Processor will last forever, and we'll eventually get Positronic on our own. So you know what? We wish to master the unknown ourselves. In that case, we bestow upon you the original, the first of our processes. It will aid you in solving the riddles. Maybe you will find the answer before us. Unlikely. Or maybe you already did. Anyhow, farewell. Well, I'm happy that you're at least enjoying the game, Paul. And eventually we'll get to the point of bringing in a little bit more user...
Construction complete.
Or not user, viewer involvement. I just kind of want to work on building up how long, or well, not building, but researching how long our various leaders can stay alive. Oh, and I should probably move to separate these guys, surround them.
Star system charted.
Because otherwise they are going to move to take over all this territory, and that's just not going to be a good thing. Actually, you know what? Go there and build there.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
And we will patrol along this route here.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Technology secured.
Actually, I probably don't have to go here because there's no piracy there.
Secured.
Hold. Oh, hell, they've already started. Oh, well, we'll just go there then. Hey, we found new aliens.
Anomaly found. Technology secured.
The sea aliens. Or Psy. However you want to pronounce that. Oh, we found another robot. So pretty much what this event is was we found a mega computer the size of a battleship. And we have an option of scrapping it for 100 minerals. It's not a good option. We can use it to boost our own research, in boosting our engineering research by 10% for 120 months. Or we can let it continue its mysterious calculations. But we're going to use it to boost our own research. It's pretty much what I always do. Alright, so this guy is surveying.
Star system charted.
Oh, gotta sell minerals again. You know what? Let's go big. Oh, I went too big because now I'm maxed out on money. I kind of went overboard. Oops, oh well. Buy more alloy. And can probably sell some of these consumer goods.
A foreign power is hailing us.
A military dictatorship. Well, at least with them, theoretically, I should be able to set up a little something up with their areas. Even if they don't like me. Doesn't matter. Establish a branch office here. Cost is going to be 1,300 energy and 65 influence. Establishing a new branch office on Rivorium will cost us 1,365, expected to generate a monthly income of 1.7 based on current trade value and crime. It will also increase our empire size. Current empire size is 86. Oh, we're a little, let's see, corporate plus, oh, okay. Plus 50%. It looks like there's various offices that we can build. Based on population size. Oh wait, the Raxicodium Authority can now use the expropriation casus belli against us. What does that do then? I'm guessing because we set up some kind of corporate office with them? That would be my guess. And what do we want to do to benefit us here? So this is very similar to the Pirate Coves from the Warhammer Vampire Coast DLC, it looks like. Because you're getting various benefits from money, and we're causing crime in their locations, and you can actually build buildings that benefit your empire overall.
Anomaly found.
I think I want to do wrecking yards, because that's going to increase our production of alloys. Paul says zombie undead space pirates, something like that, except we're not exactly undead. So let's see, this one is a Triumbauble collection. This assortment of fashionable trinkets and gewgaws is sure to both dazzle and distract your populace. Nah. Another option would be promoting the spiritualist ethics attraction at this location. Spreads the gospel of the megachurch that builds it. Yeah, I think overall, looking at all of this, I mean, we could really work on spreading, you know, crime and that sort of thing, but I think we're going to go with the wrecking yards. Getting that extra boost of alloys will help our fleets overall. And that's pretty much what Infinity Enterprises is supposed to do, is supposed to promote eventual galactic domination. So we got another abandoned caravaneer ship. Because for whatever reason, they just keep getting abandoned out there. Oh, this is new as well. So the Raxacodium Authority declared a rivalry with us. In 2.1, you could only be rivals with people who bordered you. Apparently, you can declare rivalries with people who aren't bordering you now.
Star system charted.
Our branch office on Rivorium, inside the Raxacodium Authority, was recently forced to close after mass arrests made by the local authorities. Seems the recent reduction in crime on the planet enabled law enforcement agencies to focus their efforts on disrupting our operations. Oh. We still have our main office, though.
Technology secured.
So that's good. Spread the crime. Our problem here was it was too small of an outpost and they just had no crime there. So
construction complete.
Alright, so one other thing that we have to do is upgrade our destroyer setup. Oh, I can't do that because I don't have the... Darn. Didn't have the energy to really upgrade it. Okay, let's do picket ship. We'll do the Sentinel Point Defense. If I recall correctly, I think the Sentinel Point Defense works better for dealing with missiles, and the flak battery is better for dealing with fighters. We shouldn't have too many fighters to deal with right now. I don't believe, anyways. And the cruiser. So the cruiser has access to some basic fighters, but we're not really going to use that. I think we'll do maybe all broadsides. One will be with that. One will be a railgun. and the other will be lasers. Alright, so all of that has been upgraded. Still have to work on building up this fleet overall, though. So let's go to Fleet Manager. Add ship design. We'll add 5 destroyers and 4 cruisers for a total of 1340 alloy. And hey, we have enough rare crystals now that we can boost these buildings up for our consumer goods. What I was going to try to say.
Technology secured.
Right. Food processing is good for food overall. We have exotic gas refineries to do exotic gases.
Anomaly
Corporate
found.
culture sites. Let's, since we potentially have war going to be going on here soon, we'll do the alloy refinery. And these guys are almost ready. Almost at 5 pops. Then I can build up one of these buildings there. Uh-oh, now we got some... Oh, I was going to say now we got pirates, but these are actually the marauders. And they're dwarves! Let's see, can I hire them to do some raiding against the Rexicodium? Will pay, teach them a lesson, but I need money. Aw. Can I sell consumer goods? Not for a whole lot. I can sell food.
Construction complete.
There, that'll work. We know a good raiding target. Because yeah, whenever you're dealing with marauders, you want to make sure that you use them right away. Because if you leave them to sort of hang around, someone else is going to go around and actually use them against you. So we'll use them. We'll pay, teach them a lesson. And then once they go out to start their little stuff, then you don't have to worry about them as much. Because they won't raid anyone else while they're out raiding.
Technology secured. Construction complete.
Alright, so while we have a moment, we can see that this Tekris hub, they have a fleet of about 2382. So we're going to focus in on our spaceport that we have here. It's currently at 1.4K. So let's build some defense platforms. To do that, first we'll set up the defense platforms. Generally, I like to do a light and medium setup. Actually, you know what? We'll do light and heavy. The heavy is going to be a railgun, because we have a range of 100 on that. And then this will be a mixture of... Let's do autocannons and... Let's see, 8 to 6, 1 to 18. We'll do a mixture of autocannons and X-ray lasers. Alright, now we just need 297 section 60. Okay, so we need 357 alloy.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
We're gonna build that one up, and then with any luck, that'll take us to around what this fleet is.
Anomaly found. Construction complete. Anomaly found.
The raiding fleet that the Velutarian sent into the Raxacodium Authority after we encouraged them to do so has set course back to their home system, with the fleet's cargo holds full of captured loot and slaves. The ship's masters have declared the raid successfully concluded. So we did a little bit of damage to them. Oh, what's this? More unemployed people. So what do we want to build on this planet? Oh, we probably need farms. So we'll do a food processing facility. And let's build an agricultural district as well, I think.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Science ship. Let's research that over there. Uh-oh. I'm suddenly losing a lot of food.
Technology secured. Star system charted. Technology secured.
Alright, food has stabilized now. Good. New contact, the Atrellan Annihilators. Oh god, more fanatical purifiers, of course. Which sucks because we can't establish crime with them. What the hell? How powerful are they over here? They're inferior fleet power, that's good at least.
Project complete. Star system charted. Construction complete.
Oh, I need 2412 and 4 rare crystals for my 4 cruisers here.
Construction complete.
Because, yeah, if I go to the capital of these guys, you would think you could establish a branch office, even with them being fanatical purifiers, but it is not the case. Totally sucks. Oh, what are these guys here?
Technology secured.
We have more wiggly aliens.
Anomaly found. Technology secured.
Oh, and we have an unspent civic point. Well, we have enough influence for it, so let's reform our government. Also interesting is if you pick up this criminal heritage civic, you can't get rid of it, which means that you can't switch to any other system of government from corporate. Interesting. You know what, I think we might want to do media conglomerates as well, because we are potentially getting close to the point where we're going to be going to war. So reducing war exhaustion is good, and making them happy is also good.
Anomaly found.
Hey, we can now move on a little bit further. So let's see, we have mind over matter, gives us access to telepathy, which I think eventually gets us to like psionic warriors and all that. There's eternal vigilance, increases our starbase damage, defense platform damage, and the number of defense platforms that we can have. Voidborn can be good with habitats, and it also leads to doing like master builders and galactic wonders and that sort of thing. But I think maybe we'll start out. Let's go ahead and start out with mind over matter. Oh, Paul says I like defense plans. So going with eternal vigilance for defense platforms and that sort of thing. Yeah, you know what, let's go ahead and do that then. And let's go take a look. So our starbase here currently has 1.6k damage that it can do. Let's give it a gun battery, and let's give it a missile battery. And we've found even more aliens. Lovely. What did these guys have? With our numistic visualization techniques, you will learn that there is no greater power than the power of the mind. You too will be free of material desires, and credits will be drawn to you like arthropods to dung. I think it's a scam.
Special project complete.
And probably when I have an opportunity, I should try to do terraforming, because this Alpine world at Rigel 3, if I can turn that into a continental world, that would be rather useful.
Technology secured.
Uh-oh, the Tekris Hub and the Raxacodium Authority have entered into a non-aggression pact.
Construction.
Because of course they are plotting against me. Bastards.
Anomaly found. Star system charted. Technology secured.
Gene modification. But nah, we'll go with the Hollow Temple, I think. Did I ever build a temple on Earth? I don't remember if I did. Commercial zones, civilian fabricators. We do have a temple, okay.
Technology secured. Star system charted. Construction complete. Anomaly found.
Ooh, I can sell 5,000 consumer goods for 7,000. Oh, hell, I did that again. I sold more than I have space for, so I need to stop doing that. I really do need to stop doing that. Let's upgrade that Starhold there.
Technology secured.
Because I need to upgrade my resource storage capacity so I can quit doing that and wasting my sales.
Technology secured.
Let's see. Again with the numistic visualization stuff.
Charted.
I think they're just trying to scam me.
Complete.
Let's go ahead and research plasma throwers, since Paul mentioned that earlier. Or mentioned plasma earlier. Oh no! The Raxacodium Premium crime is getting low there. That's not good. That means they might end up getting rid of my office there. That'll suck.
Star system charted. Technology secured.
Hello there, Omar. You are late again. And this time I'm actually streaming for 3 hours, so you got like 10 minutes with me. Nah, it's alright. It happens. Things come up. Alright, let's go ahead and do leader lifespan. Terraforming candidate discovered. Our detailed survey of Elnath 5 has revealed that it may have once supported life in the distant past. Fascinating.
Tactical retreat.
Wait, what was the tactical retreat? Oh, whatever is over here.
Technology secured.
Well, I can start work on like one cruiser, I think. The readings originate. Oh, this is the exile thing. Do I want the exile? Nah, I don't need the exile. Yeah, the exile is like some mysterious guy that's found of your species, who's ultimately found, and then I don't know. I don't think he's really too useful from the times that I've gotten him.
Construction complete.
Omar says, and from the look of chat, I'm not the only one that's late. Yeah, Pickle Mike was briefly here, I think. NCR was here for a little bit, but I think he's departed now. Paul's on Twitch, and yeah, that's really about it. Ooh, proton launchers. Oh, we can go through this little thing to view all the potential buildings, I guess. And go to corporate. Okay, interesting. Paul says hi, Omar, and Omar says, ah, hi, Paul. You two aren't even in the same stream, and you say hi to each other. Very good, guys. Very good.
A foreign power is hailing us.
Genosian Alliance, Theocratic Republic. Yay, more people to spread our criminal networks to. Alright, looks like Genox here is where... Hey, I can form a non-aggression pact with them as well. Oh, because they're pathetic. I don't really need to. Let's establish a branch office there. 1800 energy and 90 influence. Yes. Alright, so they're already theocratic, right? Yeah, they are spiritualists, so we don't need to do that. Should we work to boost crime here? We can produce unity. Hey, we got concealed drug labs. I think I'm gonna... I want to go with wrecking yards. But you know what? I think we're gonna go with something that boosts crime up a lot. Smuggler's Port seems like the best bet for doing that. Criminal branch offices and criminal syndicate. How do they know that we have a criminal syndicate already set up on there at their location? Cheating bastards. Nah. I guess they guess whenever you set something up, they automatically find out about it.
Star system charted. Star system charted.
Birth of the galactic market. De facto galactic trade, unbound by the performance of international diplomacy, has existed since we first discovered that we are not alone in the universe. As new borders are discovered and old ones redrawn across the galaxy, galactic leaders agree that it is time to legitimize the commercial forum, so that all may benefit. In the coming years, independent traders and government agencies will be looking to establish a quasi-centralized hub for galactic commerce. We would surely benefit were this hub to fall within infinity space, so we can choose to promote one of our worlds for this purpose. Well, obviously we're going to promote Earth to be the big hub. Now, how do we go about doing that? On the situation log? Founding the galactic markets. Decisions, okay. So we go to Earth. Decisions is up here. This is a new one, because it used to be planetary edicts, but now it's decisions. So let's see. Galactic Market Hub Nomination. Nominate this planet as a trade hub candidate for the coalescing galactic market. Applies a base marketplace competitiveness rating modifier to the planet, according to its local conditions. The better the rating, the more likely the planet will play host to the future galactic market. And we have adequate. So I don't know if, let's see, trade value represents civilian day-to-day economic activity. Starbases collect trade value and convert it into resources such as energy credits, if connected to your capital planet through a trade route. Trade value that is directly connected by our capital starbase does not need a trade route to generate resources. So I'm guessing that if we're to promote, you know, the overall taking over this place, or becoming the big, like the big trade marketplace, best bet is to promote trade value. So do we have, let's see, managers, corporate culture site would help with trade value. Commercial zones also helps with trade value. Chemical plants for more unique units. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do a corporate culture site.
Technology secured.
And we'll do at least one other city district.
Star system charted.
Although we're still waiting for our population to grow a lot, so.
Technology secured.
Alright, now, do we do Harmony? You know what, let's do Harmony, because that's going to further increase leader lifespan. And we kind of need leader lifespan. Oh, terraforming, yes. And Star Fortress, because that will eventually get us to building megastructures. So we have 2 cruisers in this fleet right now. The current fleet is 1.7k. It's kind of disappointing. Oh, I forgot. Oh wait, no I didn't. For a moment I thought I forgot to upgrade these cruisers out of the auto-generated design, but no, never mind. I did do that. I just didn't remember doing so. So why is this fleet so much weaker compared to, say, this one? Maybe because of the plasma throwers? It could be.
Anomaly found. Star system charted.
And another terraforming candidate. Uh-oh, Paul says I'm falling asleep here. It's alright, Paul. It's actually been about 3 hours for the stream right now. So I think it's safe to call it quits for today. If we look at the overall galaxy map, Infinity Enterprise is right here. And I have to say my color scheme that I chose actually works quite well on the galaxy map. We've established criminal branches in the star realm of the Rexicodium Primum and the Genogian Alliance. They're currently the only ones that we can establish things in, though, because everyone else is either a fanatical purifier, marauders, or they're robots. And apparently robots don't produce crime for some reason. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. Again, things are changing with the streaming schedule. So we're going to be going to Warhammer will be on Sunday, Monday. Stellaris is going to be on Tuesday, Wednesday. And Thursday, I'm going to be freeing up from my schedule. Just because doing 5 days a week has been a little long. So, but there might be a few more of these 3-hour streams now instead of the 2-hour ones. We'll see what happens. See how I feel. If there is going to be a 3-hour stream, it'd be more likely to be on like a Wednesday. Just because that's the day I get off of work. So, alright folks, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you stay notified on all of my streams and videos. And I will see you all later. Thanks for watching.